ವಾರ್ಡನ್ ಫೋಲೋರ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರು, ಬೇಗ ಬುಕ್ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ಏನಾಯ್ತು? ವಾರ್ಡನ್ ಫ್ಲೋರ್ಗೆ ಬಂದ್ರು, ಬೇಗ ಪುಸ್ತಕ ಓಪನ್ ಮಾಡಿ, ಓದು 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 ಅಂತ ಒಂದು ಕೆಲವು ವಾಚ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಗಳು ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಸರಿ ಅಲ್ವಾ? ಲಾಸ್ಟ್ ನಾಳ್ದು ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರ್ತದೆ. ಪರೀಕ್ಷೆ ರಿಸಲ್ಟ್ ಬರುವ ಸಂದರ್ಭದಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾರ್ಕ್ ಕಮ್ಮಿ. ಇನ್ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ ಏನಿದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ? ವಾಚ್ಮ್ಯಾನ್ಗಳು ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ನಾವು ಇವತ್ತು ಗಮ್ಮತ್ ಮಾಡುವ, ಅದು ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುದಿಲ್ಲ, ಇವರಿಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಬಿಡ್ಬಾರ್ರಿ ಇದೆಲ್ಲ, ಯಾಕೆ? ನಾಳ್ದು ಫ್ಯೂಚರ್ ಸೆಕ್ಯೂರ್ ಆಗುದಿಲ್ಲ. ಇನ್ವಿಸಿಬಲ್ ಥ್ರೆಡ್ ಯಾರು? ಆ ಫ್ರೆಂಡು. So choose your friend very effectively. Now what I've observed in the entire program, I'll come to Ganeshaya's session, but what I observed was all the questions which were asked were by school and PUC children. One big round of applause to all of them. Now what I'll tell you, one mantra to you all. If you all will keep your mind idle during PUC, ಬೇಡ ನಾನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳೋದು ಬೇಡ. ಈಗ ನೋಡಿ, ಈಗ ನಂಗೆ ಒಂದು 10ನೇ ಕ್ಲಾಸಲ್ಲಿ ಅಂಥ ಒಂದು ಯೋಚನೆ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಇದ್ದ ಹುಡುಗಿದ್ದಾಳಂತ ನಾನು ಐಡೆಂಟಿಫೈ ಮಾಡಿದೆ. ನಾನಿದು ಹೇಳಿದೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಫ್ ಯು ಕೀಪ್ ಯುವರ್ ಮೈಂಡ್ ಬ್ಲ್ಯಾಂಕ್, ನಾಟ್ ಟೇಕ್ ಎನಿಥಿಂಗ್ ಎಂಗೇಜಿಂಗ್, ವಾಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾಪನ್, ಯು ನೋ? ಇಟ್ ವಿಲ್ ಬಿ ಲೈಕ್ ಸಮ್ ಚಿಲ್ಡ್ರನ್ ಟುಡೇ ಹೂ ಥಾಟ್, ರಜೆ ಸಿಕ್ಕಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೋದಿತ್ತು, ನಾವು ನಿನ್ನೆ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಬಂದದ್ದು, ಇವತ್ತು ಎಲ್ಲಿ ಇವ್ರು ರಜೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾರೆ, ಆಲ್ವಾಸ್ಗೆ ಬೈಯುವುದು, ಇದೆಲ್ಲ ಕೆಲವು ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳು ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಇದು ಹಾಲಲ್ಲಿ. ನಾನು ಆವಾಗದಿಂದ ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ವಾಚಿಂಗ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಲ್ಯಾಂಗ್ವೇಜ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ. ವೆನ್ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಕಮಿಂಗ್ ಓನ್ಲಿ ಐ ವಾಸ್ ಅಂಡರ್ಸ್ಟ್ಯಾಂಡಿಂಗ್, ಓಕೆ, ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಗಾಟ್ ಔಟಿಂಗ್ ಟುಡೇ, ಬಟ್ ಸಮ್ ಪೀಪಲ್ ವರ್ ಮೇಡ್ ಟು ಸಿಟ್ ಇನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಸೆಷನ್. My dear friends, such a thought-provoking session to all of us. Many a times we sit and think about the problem. Today, the entire session provoked each and every one of you to think and understand where it started from. Today, these Easter Island, Amelamma's curse, all these things, the Siberian trekker, everything is to provoke you that be curious, be like, in the sense, a part of things. Don't sit behind. Understand the problem is not where you're looking at. The problem may be somewhere else. My dear friends, today morning I was just telling him some of the programs that we've been doing, especially Swachhata program. And I told him, I don't even want to call it Swachhata program. People pat our back and tell you, entha cleaning program neevella ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೀರಾ ಅಂತ. I never felt it was a Swachhata program because Swachhata never happened in the ground. All these years, I gave him an example in 2017, when we had cleared almost 25 tons of waste in a estuary. And you know, last time I was in Karkala, one session I was giving, suddenly some lady got up and told, ನೀವು ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ಲೀನಿಂಗ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಮಾತಾಡ್ತೀರಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಆಲ್ವಾಸ್ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ ಹತ್ರ ಅಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ವೇಸ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಬಿದ್ದಿದೆ, ವಾಟ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಂತ. ನಾನು ಹೇಳಿದೆ, ನಾನು ಕ್ಲೀನಿಂಗ್ ಮಾಡುವವಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬೇಕು, ನಾವು ಈ ಸ್ವಚ್ಛತಾ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ಯಾಕೆ ಮಾಡ್ತಿದ್ದೇವೆ ಅಂತ. ಪ್ರತಿ ಬಾರಿ 200 ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಯಾರು ಬರ್ತಾರೆ, they're not the same students. Every time it's a new students. Swachhata is not happening in the ground. Swachhata is happening in your mind. Today, my dear friends, since past almost now decade and 2 years, I think so 12 years, we've been working on some of the areas in our entire region, especially where the river as well as the sea is meeting. Now what we are identifying over there is, and I was telling him that also, the tirtha which you get from temple and the alcohol which is in the bar are all ending up in the same place itself. Now, my dear friends, you think, today you may be telling, I am not a part of this problem. I'm sure you love Lays. I'm sure you love chocolates. Who is eating the chocolate? The fishes are eating over there and throwing it out in this thing. It is y'all are eating. Don't think like in the sense, we are the problem is somebody else. The problem is us. So my dear friends, many a times I know you all like nice dresses. I can find 10 pairs of shoes over there. One thing you understand, at times I hear people saying, plastic annu ban madi. I feel stupid people antaagtade nange. Plastic ban madi. Plastic was the biggest invention of mankind. How can you ban something like this? It's really people who are not a part of system, who don't understand system, will talk this language. I tell reduce, reuse, but not ban something. My dear friends, today we had an option to either delay this flight, like maybe tomorrow, ask sir whether tomorrow can you come? Because the students today, suddenly we got a holiday. But somewhere down the line, ma'am took this initiative. She told, today I was like Rudra Avatara was there. I was very tough to people and all. You gave me a statement today morning that about, I told many times people think if we talk, they think politics is the interest. It's not the interest. He told heroes and leaders. Today we need heroes like her in the system who can shake the system. End of the day, the reason is so that children get direction. My dear friends, everybody is speaking about Gen Z, right? Gen Z. And yesterday I spoke this in your session also. Definitely we see a sense of energy. What energy these children have got. We can make out. The same energy was not there back in our times. And I can see a huge energy in this Gen Z. And the next Alpha, which is coming up right now. We can see, even in the sense, the creativity. The kind of slogans the people were holding in Jantar Mantar. I was seeing creativeness in that. Let us speak bad, good later on. Confidence to what level in the sense? Even, now namma tandeyavar jote matadlikke ನಾವು ಹೆದರ್ತೀವಿ ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ. I'm telling you, confidence to what extent in the sense, even with Prime Minister Modi, you'll ask, what is your skincare routine? To that extent, the Generation Z has got confidence. To that extent, the creativeness is there. But the same students, if they ask questions that what is NEET, full form of NEET, what is full form of CBSE, at times they're failing to answer. My dear friends, there are a lot of people with vested interests. Some time back, I used to tell, I don't have vested interest. Now I feel I also have vested interest. What vested interest? End of the day, children, if they get a right direction. Today, please understand, we are blessed to be, when we talk about our nature, you're in the most, what's it called? The best nature God can give you. One side you have the sea, the ocean. The other side you have got the Western Ghats. We are talking about preserving Taj Mahal and all. Please understand, it is more ancient than your Himalayas also, this Western Ghats. It's almost 158 million years back. And don't you feel we have to take a responsibility of being a part of it, not saving it. Saving is a very big word for you. I'm telling you, the moment we are going to destroy, God also will see there, whatever God you believe in. If nature you believe in, nature is a God. That itself will teach a lesson to the mankind. My dear friends, I see children, ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲ ಇಂಥ ಭಾಷಣಗಳು ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ನಾನೀಗ ನೋಡ್ತೇನೆ, ಈಗ ನೀವು ಆಚೆ ಶಿವಮೊಗ್ಗ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗಿ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಹೋಗುವಾಗ ಲಯನ್ ಟೇಲ್ ಮ್ಯಾಕಾಕ್, as well as all your the gray, the species, the gray, the ಗ್ರೇ ಮಂಕೀಸ್ ಆರ್ ಏನದಕ್ಕೆ ಕರೆಯೋದು, lion-tailed macaque as well as this thing. Interbreeding, all these things coming near the road. Why they are coming near the road? Who are the people who are feeding this? My dear friends, if you really are so concerned about nature, plant some trees over there, nice fruit trees over there. You know, why am I putting this across is, you know, a long time back, I spoke to one minister, and he was one of the topmost minister of a country. I asked him about Netravati, maybe almost 10 years back. And that minister told me, Vivek, don't you feel the water is going waste, the water is going to the ocean and the sea through these estuaries, what we are talking about. I felt, my God, this fellow should be given 10 standard session. You know, that much I felt these people are not understanding what is nature. They're talking that nature, the water is going off from the this thing and it's getting wasted. Today, if at all, he may be consuming some nice fishes also. It is also because of the fresh water going into this thing. Today, why fresh water is required to go to the ocean also, any science people can tell. I remember when Mr. T.V. Ramchandra was discredited for his work when he spoke passionately about Western Ghats. Dear friends, why am I putting all these things to you is because you are the future, you are the youth. Many of you may be thinking, non commerce students, non naturopathy students, non degree student, non BA student, non technology student. So today, end of the day, we have created these small silos of education. Today, none of us can function because we are creating these small silos, a science silo, a commerce silo, a art silo. What I request you all is to understand the purpose of education, to understand why these clubs are required. Many of you, when you came here, your faces were very frowning faces. The only smiling face I saw was sir when we were entering, because he was, I think so, his student or his student. And I was seeing the kind of spark in his face. When I was coming inside, I know somebody told you to clap, some people like Ardha Manas. And the older students also, watch these younger ones. You all were also young one point of time. At the end of the day, what stops you thinking, being curious? What stops you? Why can't you just stop those thoughts which are coming in your mind when you're sitting in this hall? I was seeing children who were like Kumbhakarna, they were sleeping over there. One madam came, she was waking somebody up. And I thought like, yaake ebbisiri, at least ಅವರು ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಮೈ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಸಿಂಪಲ್. ಮಲಗಿದ್ರೆ ಮಲಗಲಿ, ಪರವಾಗಿಲ್ಲ, ಅವ್ರು ಬೇರೆಯವ್ರಿಗೆ ಡಿಸ್ಟರ್ಬ್ ಮಾಡೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಹಾಗೆ ನಾನು ಹಿಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಹುಡುಗಿ ಈಗಲೂ ಕೂಡ ಸ್ವಲ್ಪ ಡಿಸ್ಟ್ರಾಕ್ಟೆಡ್ ಇದ್ದಾಳೆ, ಮೊಬೈಲ್ ಇಟ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದಾಳೆ ಇರ್ಬೋದು. ಅವಳನ್ನು ಕೂಡ ನಾನು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ದೆ. ಒಂದು 2-3 ಜನರನ್ನು ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾತಾಡಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದಾಳೆ. ನಾನು ಇದು ಹೇಳುದು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನೀವು ಅರ್ಥ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ, ಇವತ್ತು ಇಂಥ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ನಸೀಬ್. ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಈ ವಿಚಾರ ಯೋಚನೆ ಮಾಡುವ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಉಳ್ಳ ಟೀಚರ್ಸ್ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಜೊತೆ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅವರುಗಳಿಗೆ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಇಂಥ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ಸ್ನವರ ವಿಚಾರಗಳು ನಿಮಗೆ ಮುಟ್ಟಬೇಕು, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಯೋಚನಾ ಶಕ್ತಿ ಬೆಳಿಬೇಕು. ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ಈ ರೋಸ್ಟ್ರಮ್. ಈಗ ರೋಸ್ಟ್ರಮ್ ಅನ್ನು ಕೇವಲ ಒಂದು 200 ಜನರ ಮಧ್ಯದಲ್ಲಿ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಮಾಡಬಹುದು. ಬಟ್ ಟುಡೇ ಈಸ್ ಎ ಬ್ರಿಲಿಯಂಟ್ ಸ್ಪೀಕರ್ ಇನ್ ಕನ್ನಡ. But today he intentionally spoke in English because before this itself, we understood the crowd. I've got Manipuris over there. I've got Assam student over there. I've got a Madhya Pradesh student sitting over here. And 100% there are people who have to understand this. And that concern is being taken. My dear friends, at times when you have things in your hand, because you see this again, the rest of the people who are asking question were the teachers. ಅವ್ರಿಗೇನು ಕೆಲಸ ಇಲ್ಲ ಅಂತಲ್ಲ. Because at that moment, they realize the importance of what is learning. What is stopping this curiosity? Why do you block yourself in silos? Today, please see our chairman bubbling with energy. Anybody will tell he is 74-year-old? Don't tell him I told his age. 74-year-old youth, I can say. And so many things is developed. Still having the kind of curiosity, You see, every program he sits. Every cultural program of our students he sits. Dear friends, one way I'm also happy that such curious minds are there between you all. I'm happy there is discipline within you. You know, at times, if at all, it's only cursing is going within, not outside, I can make out. At places, they don't even let people speak. You know, there is some colleges that have decided I'm not going to step in. I'm not going to step in anta. Because the kind of students, it's not because like in the sense these buildings, you know, yesterday I was telling some of these children, the buildings are not these brands. The brand is you. Tomorrow you are going to be something bigger. And we want you to be bigger. We want you to contribute to the society. We want you to be rooted. If chairman is doing a cultural program, you know, yesterday there was my CAs who were telling, can we take this off for this year? No, it cannot be. It's a part of all of us. Today, my dear friends, there are a lot of things good in all of us. There are a lot of things that you consider bad in all of us. You consider bad in all of us. End of the day, nobody has like pulled you and told, come be a part of this. I know there are colleges like in the sense there is enjoyment, full party enjoyment anta. ನಂಗೆ ಇಷ್ಟೇ, ನನಗೆ ಸುಮ್ಮನೆ ನಿಮ್ಮನ್ನು ಕ್ಯಾಶುವಲ್ ಮಾಡಿಸ್ತಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ನಾನು ಮೊನ್ನೆ ಕೂಡ ಒಬ್ಬರನ್ನು ಗಮನಿಸಿದ್ದೆ. ಅವ್ರು ಹೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ರು, ನಮ್ಮ ಕಾಲೇಜ್ಗೆ ಬಂದರೆ 100% ಪ್ಲೇಸ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ನಾನು 100% ಅನ್ನೇ ನಂಬುದಿಲ್ಲ. ನಾನು ಈ ಮಾತು ಯಾಕೆ ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ದಯವಿಟ್ಟು ನಿಮ್ಮ ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಪೀರಿಯಡ್, ಗೋಲ್ಡನ್ ಲೈಫ್ ಏನಿದೆ, ನಾವು ಎಷ್ಟು ಮನಸ್ಸು ಮಾಡಿದ್ರು ಕೂಡ ನನಗೆ ಸ್ಕೂಲ್ ವಾಪಸ್ ಹೋಗ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಐ ಕೆನಾಟ್ ಗೋ ಟು PUC. I would love to come back to school because the kind of energy what is there in that is not there further. My dear friends, it's all up to you how you retain this energy. That's the reason program like this has been done. Beautiful analogy Ganeshaya sir has put across. And you know, he is filled with knowledge. He can speak countless hours, even if you want in history. Vijayanagar Empire ಬಗ್ಗೆ ನಾನು ಇವತ್ತು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ. And some of the facts that we didn't know. He was talking about the Aryan invasion. He was talking about the caste system also. He was talking different things that we were discussing. Dear friends, what I want to put across is, choose your friends very carefully. Choose your friends very carefully. Choose the people around you very rightly. You know, if you are having people who think lesser, they'll never like let you grow. This is how you surround yourself with. He was giving me some credit. I told, I don't take the credit. My son, I'll take credit, but not my credit, because this is the environment I've been grown in. Enjoy this environment, because this 4 years or 2 years in Alvas, you can complain all the time. But also, if you see the things which are happening and the differences, the invisible thread in what Dr. Mohan Alva is making sure the students have got this kind of thought process, I'm telling you, after some years, you'll realize, better realize right now. So how much possible, consume. Don't limit yourself. Maximum what you can do in your rooms is what? Maximum if you go outside is what? Think about it. At least over here, you have a session, you have a very knowledgeable person who has got years and years of knowledge in terms of agriculture, in terms of history. I'm telling you, if at all he asks 1 more hour, ನನಗೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಆಗ್ತಿತ್ತು. 45 ನಿಮಿಷ, ನಾನು ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ 25 ನಿಮಿಷ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿದೆ. ನನಗೆ ಹೆದರಿಕೆ ಏನಿತ್ತು ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ, ಎಲ್ಲಿಯಾದ್ರೂ ಮಕ್ಕಳು ಆ ಬುದ್ಧಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ಬಿಟ್ರೆ, ಲೈಕ್ ಎಂಡ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಡೇ ನಿಮಗೆ ಕೂಡ ಒಂದು ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಉಂಟು. ಆ ಲಿಮಿಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಮಗೆ ಪಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಲಿಕ್ಕೆ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇಲ್ಲ. ಇವತ್ತು ನಾನು ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆಗಳು ಕೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೆ, ನೈಸ್ ಕ್ವೆಶನ್ಸ್. ಸಿ ಐಮ್ ಟೆಲಿಂಗ್ ಯು, ದ ಕ್ಯೂರಿಯಸ್ನೆಸ್ ಶುಡ್ ಬಿ ದೇರ್. ಎವ್ರಿ ಸೆಷನ್ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಿ, ನಿಮ್ಮ ಡೌಟ್ಸ್ಗಳನ್ನು ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಮಾಡಿ. ದೇರ್ ಇಸ್ ನೋ stupid question. Always remember that. There can be only stupid answers, but not stupid questions. Questions should be there within every person. Whichever course you are taking, whichever life you are living, how much ever older you are. See that small children, how much questions they ask. ನಾನು ಕೆಲವು ಬಾರಿ ಏನಾಗ್ತದೆ, ಎಲ್ಲರೂ ನಿಮಗೆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳಬೇಡಿ ಮಾಡಿ ಆ ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳುವ ಒಂದು ಕ್ರಿಯೇಟಿವಿಟಿಯೇ ನಿಮ್ಮ ಕೈಯಿಂದ ಹೋಗಿದೆ. ಸೊ ಆ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ನಾನು ಹೇಳ್ತಿದ್ದೇನೆ, ಪ್ರಶ್ನೆ ಕೇಳೋದು ಕೂಡ one creativeness. So build on that. Ask question, be passionate, be current. And from my bottom of my heart, I thank you Ganeshaya sir Beautiful session. I'm telling you, because this was well needed for children, for them to think beyond when a problem happens, because problem ayo tension anta ಮಾಡ್ತಾರೆ. Where it is starting from. I know I've taken you a little deeper, but ultimately it is basically for you to understand the importance of this session. I would look forward for future sessions also. Maybe smaller groups, larger groups, especially your history you would want to listen. ಆ ಹೊತ್ತಿಗೆ ನಿನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಮರಾ ಒಂದು ಬಿಡುವುದಿಲ್ಲ ಆಯ್ತಾ, ಮತ್ತೆ ಲಾಸ್ಟಿಗೆ ಎಲ್ಲೆಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಂಬ್ ಹೊಡಿಬೇಡಿ. ಹಾಗೆ ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ನಾನು ಕೂಡ ಯಾವುದೇ ಅಂತ ನನಗೆ ಭಾರಿ ಆಸಕ್ತಿ ಇತ್ತು, ಮಕ್ಕಳ ಮುಂದೆ ಒಂದು ಕೇಳುವ. ಹೇಳ್ತೀರಾ ವಿಜಯನಗರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ? ಎನಿ ಟೈಮ್. And he's got beautiful sessions. I would want you to ask sir again next time in a different avatar, especially in terms of history, which is very passionate about. And I thank you for coming to our campus, sir. I thank all of you fine gentlemen for coming to our campus too. All the best. Thank you and all.